Welcome to 2025. Yes, I know I've already streamed once this week, but that was a watch party. This is the stream. This is the Saturday night stream here in the basement. The first one. Regularly scheduled between Wednesdays and Saturdays. It is the first main scheduled stream of 2025, which means that we are going to be talking about all the nerdy goodness. Well, okay. All the nerdy offerings that are coming our way in 2025. Because since there's so many, I can guarantee that they will cover the range. We will love some. We will like some. Some will be like, eh. And then some we will wonder why the fuck we even watched it. So we will go through the entire nerdy slate of 2025, and we'll see if we can't figure out which one is which. But before that, we must prepare. So fill your cup and light your smoke. Because it is the first Saturday night stream of 2025 here in the basement. Let's get nerdy. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the first stream, mainstream of 2025, right here in the basement. How y'all doing tonight? What's up, Alan? What's up, BDBGP? How you feeling, man? How you living? Looks like things have been popping over there for you. The Sunday night thing looks like it's going pretty good from what I can tell, which is awesome because it is awesome. What's up, Brooke? Don't mind me. This is just a little 30 milligram peach flavored sucker. What's going on, Brooke? How is everyone doing? Are we ready for this upcoming year in nerd? I am. I'm ready for it all. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between. What's up, Lou? Played some Rivals. Finished Bolt Gun from the universe of Warhammer 40k. Nice. Hey, babe. Give it a try. It's not very weedy at all. Peach. Quickly. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, David? Another episode this Sunday, but it'll be a debate topic about heroes, villains, and anti-heroes. Oh, shit. Interesting. Brennan Alt, hello. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate seeing you here. And I apologize if you have been here before. It's been a long time, and, well, I don't fucking remember. So please don't be offended. But if you are as new as I think you are, then thank you for coming by. Thank you for clicking. Everyone, please feel free to hit the like. While we're all chit-chatting and saying hi to everybody, getting our Waltons on, for those of you who are old enough to know what the fuck I'm talking about there. Yeah, hit the buttons, hit the like, if you haven't hit the subscribe and the notification bell. Because now that you're here, you're going to have fun, and you're going to want to come back and have more fun. So you may as well hit the buttons to know when that shit's going to happen. Ned, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Regular matches and Rivals are way harder than bots. I would imagine. I just am not good at Rivals. I play it, but I'm not good at it. First timer, saw you pop up on Den of Nerds Discord. Nice! Well, thank you for clicking. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here. I think you will. Hunter Iggy. What's going on? What other DCU character do I see Henry Cavill coming back as? None. I'm pretty sure he would rather throat punch James Gunn than work for him. So I'm going to say none. Now, who would I, if he could come back, who would I want him to play? Let's go with that question. I don't know the DC universe anywhere near as well as I know the Marvel universe. But I think I would actually send him the villain route. And I think he'd be a fun Sinestro. I think Cavill could whip out his... All Cavill would have to do to be evil like Sinestro is imagine people fucking with, like, say, I don't know, Warhammer lore, or the Witcher lore, or... God damn it. I'll have to get that later. Anyway. I mean, he's well known for being a pain in the ass on set when people start fucking with lore. So, All he'd have to do is channel that, and he'd be a great Sinestro. Hope we're talking skeleton tree theories. No. Neither are we talking skeleton crew theories. Henry should come back as Superman. I mean, that'd be nice. I mean, once they finally admit that they have to do things the MCU way and work up to a crisis event, they could bring him back as like one of the more evil alternate versions. That would be dope. And he'd come in and kick the absolute fuck out of Dave and Gordon Sweat. Of course, it looks like that's already going to happen anyway, according to the first Superman trailer. Someone going to be handing him his ass. Probably Ultraman. Oh, that's right. He was the villain in that Mission Impossible film. The name of which escapes me also, Brooke. Don't feel bad. Oh, flip the script and make him Zod. That'd be fun. I like that, Iggy. I like that. Have him come back as the dude whose neck he broke. That would be cool. More importantly, that could be fun. That would actually be fun. I kind of like that idea. Yeah, or Bizarro, exactly. Although the rumors are, and which you've probably heard Josh mention since, you know, you're obviously in the Tower community, that Ultraman character, which is probably a clone of Superman, is also probably going to undergo some genetic degradation and go all Bizarro, allegedly. So, but yeah, if Gunn ever decided to go the with like the real comic Bizarro who is from a different universe, then yeah, Cavill as evil Bizarro Superman would be dope. Skeleton crew theories might be better than skeleton tree theories. I don't know. Depends on the kind of tree you're theorizing about. Yeah. What if Henry Cavill played the Batman Who Laughs in some Elseworld DC film? Could be interesting. Cavill is very talented after all. Oh, he is. He is very talented. That'd be interesting. I don't know if I would. He could handle it. I just don't know if he's appropriate for it. But that's just me. I don't doubt the ability at all. Because, as you all know, I'm a fucking Henry Cavill stan. Anyway. Or if you didn't know, now you know. But, yeah, it's just not a fit for me. Despite his skill. So did everyone have a fun New Year? I see that you're all here, so obviously it was probably a good, safe New Year for you, but was it good? Did you have fun? Did you chill? Did you party? What'd you do? Ooh, don't see that. Brooke, I like that better. Christian Bale coming back to play the Batman Who Laughs. I mean, he's already played a few, one of his biggest roles that really set him on his career path was American Psycho. So yeah, Christian Bale as the Batman Who Laughs. Now we're fucking talking, man. Now we're talking. Cavill, Solomon Grundy. Oh, that would work. I can see that. I can see that. New Year's was fun. Had lunch with the family. Played some Warhammer Bolt Gun. Nice. Chilled out and went to bed before 10. I mean, hey, you are not alone. I did not go to bed before 10, but the the temptation was most certainly there, wasn't it, love? To go to bed at 10 instead of midnight. Maybe Cavill could play Lucifer from DC. Ooh. Oh yeah, there's a few different roles he could play for sure. But again, this is all just like insane fan casting because I think Henry Cavill would again rather headbutt James Gunn in the face than work for him. Ooh, Cavill is Deathstroke. That would work too. That would work too. After a few cocktails, I mean, hey, you celebrated and you're like, I don't really need to see it, and you went to bed. That's perfectly respectable. What's up, Stanley's? Lucifer is basically Satan from DC. Yeah. Well, I mean, he literally is Satan. They are one and the same being. Lucifer is his government name, as it were. Cavill will do Warhammer, then play Captain Britain. Well, even before those two, he's going to be the Highlander. I don't know if he's done filming that Voltron shit for Netflix yet. Probably. But I believe Highlander is next on his list. Oh, yes. I did hear that, Stanley's. Mephisto. Well, supposedly that's Borat. We got Borat Mephisto. Allegedly. That's still not been confirmed, but that's literally the only person anyone has ever talked about. Sacha Baron Cohen as Mephisto. Yes, I heard about Momoa. Of course, we literally have known this was going to happen for like 2 years, but it's officially confirmed, and I'm also a Momoa stan. I've been a fan of Momoa's since Stargate Atlantis. So, yeah, I'm fucking hyped for that. And I've not read very many Lobo comics, but a friend of mine introduced me to Lobo comics way back in the day, and what little I've read, I'm like, I fucking love that character. And then, yes, Momoa was born to play Lobo. They just better not fuck up the script. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. I mean, the rumors are it's not just like a quick wham bam thank you ma'am cameo for him either. He's like going to be in it, not like in it, but he's going to be in it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm pretty fucking stoked about that. No Momoa since his Baywatch days. Oh, I forgot about that. I think is that even pre? I think that's even pre Stargate, isn't it? I must know. I must know. Skip to filmography. Television. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Yes. Couple seasons in Baywatch, Hawaii. 6 years before Atlantis. Well, 5 to 6. Nice. All right. Yeah, I totally forgot he was on that shit. Now that you bring it up, I swear I do have a vague recollection of like He's so skinny back then, and his hair was so short. It's kind of funny. That's crazy. Kevin Davis, what's going on, brother? James Gunn, Superman domestic box office going to carry this film. International audience didn't show up and support other DC films at the box office. Yeah. I think the overseas will do better with this one, honestly. Maybe not though. Maybe not. We'll see. It's going to be interesting to see how that all rounds up though. You need as much crypto as possible. Okay. He was clean cut. Oh yeah, he was really clean cut, all baby faced and like probably what, 30, 40 pounds less of muscle than he has now. Can't say I'm too familiar with Lobo. Is he a hero, anti-hero, or villain? Anti-hero leaning towards villain. Like, he's the last survivor of his race because he killed the rest of his race. And he's practically immortal, basically as physically strong as Superman. Yes, he's also a bounty hunter. Yeah, Lobo's fucking ridiculous. And yeah, basically take Deadpool, give him Superman's strength and even more attitude, and that's Lobo. Yeah, intergalactic bounty hunter. Yeah, Lobo's Lobo's an interesting cat. It's gonna be fun. You need a spin-off Dogpool and Crypto. That would be an interesting animated project. Dude says, someone said to me an actor from Baywatch is going to be in Stargate Atlantis, I would have said, what the fuck? Glad to be proved wrong. Yeah, I think we all are. Well, all of us that are familiar with the Stargate franchise, anyway. For those that missed it, they probably went from, like, Baywatch Hawaii to Game of Thrones, and like, goddamn, that dude got booed. It's like he didn't just skip right to that. He wasn't quite that big in Atlantis, but he was definitely bigger in Atlantis than he was in Baywatch. There's a documentary, Momoa's Muscle Over the Years. Da, 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 da. I know you'd watch it. What's up, Delta Dan? I'm welcome. Cool. I've already lost track of what I was thankful for, but okay, good. I'm glad I showed appropriate gratitude. What's good? What's going on, Delta Dan? How you doing, man? Yes, I'm very excited for Lobo. Not familiar with Stargate Atlantis? Are you familiar with Stargate at all? That's question number one. We can go down this rabbit hole for a minute. I ain't scared. Stargate in the basement could be akin to Warhammer in the tower. Something we don't talk about much, but a rabbit hole I'll gladly fucking dive down with what little I remember, because I haven't watched any of that shit in a minute. I just know I love it. Yeah, we can totally talk some fucking Stargate. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, Brennan, since you brought it up. Since you brought it up. So, the Stargate franchise began back in 1994 as a movie titled Stargate. Starring Kurt Russell and James Spader. James Spader was an archaeologist who had been laughed out of the community because he postulated that the pyramids were actually landing platforms for alien craft, and that humans were seeded here by said aliens a long ass time ago, yada yada yada, right? So he's been basically laughed out of the archaeological community until he gets picked up by the Air Force. Too much lore and Warhammer to get into. If you want to get it at least somewhat summarized, Luton09 is an awesome channel for Warhammer lore. I've watched, well, mostly I should say listened to some of his videos, but homie's good. I would definitely check that out. But, so yeah. So his name is Dr. Daniel Jackson. He's an archaeological community laughingstock. Gets picked up by the Air Force, taken to Cheyenne Mountain, which is an actual base. Obviously not like the movie, but it is an actual base. Anyway, he gets taken to Cheyenne Mountain, Wyoming, and asked to help them translate some symbols, which turned out to be a coordinate system for a device known as a Stargate, which is capable of opening an interdimensional wormhole between it and another Stargate anywhere in the galaxy. And then, you know, fun ensues. Kurt Russell ends up as a Air Force colonel, retired, who has the personal, Daniel Jackson had the personal issue of being a laughingstock. Kurt Russell's character had the unfortunate personal issue of losing his child to an accidental gun wound because he didn't keep his fucking gun locked up. What's up, Matt? So, you know, they end up being thrown on a mission together to the planet that the Stargate happens to connect to once they get it rolling, and then, you know, fun ensues. So, but like 4 or 5 years later, Showtime starts a show with a movie called Stargate SG-1, which ends up being about a team assembled when somehow our Stargate here on Earth, which was made inactive at the end of the movie, becomes reactivated from the other side, and of course shit ensues, and you get 10 seasons of Stargate SG-1, 5 seasons of Stargate Atlantis, and 3 seasons of Stargate Universe, all off that one movie. So, TLDR on Stargate. And the spin-off Stargate Atlantis is where I was introduced to Jason Momoa as one Ronan Dex. Motherfucking badass. In case anyone who just got here is wondering, this ain't no ordinary sucker. That's all I should need to say. Yeah, you should definitely check the movie out, Brennan. If you get nothing else out of it, it's a pretty goddamn entertaining sci-fi movie. Like, even if you're not like, holy shit, I need to watch all these shows now because this movie is fucking awesome. I mean, totally cool. But if you like a nice, fun sci-fi action movie, Stargate is one of those as well. Yeah, no problem, bro. Roland Emmerich did that, I think, that came out in 94. Yeah, very accurate feeling, Mr. Matt, sir. And I see things are going well on your channel. Congratulations on your continued growth and success. It's cool to see. 2 seasons of Star. Oh yeah, 2 seasons. What'd I say? 3? Yeah, 2. My bad. Thank you, David. I was just hoping for a 3rd, but it didn't happen. Yeah, Stargate's cool. Like I said, even if you get no farther than the movie, but yeah, Roland Emmerich did that in 94. When the fuck did ID4 come out? I know Emmerich did that shit too. Come on, like clicky, motherfucker. Oh yeah, 2 years later he comes out with Independence Day. Roland Emmerich had a nice little run there. Oh, nice. You hit the button, didn't you, Brennan? I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yep, it was in 96. Yeah, Emmerich had himself a good couple 3 years there, right there in the middle of the 90s. Because I happen to enjoy both those movies immensely. Are they cinematic fucking masterpieces? No. Are they very entertaining science fiction action movies? Yes. Yes, they are. Now, a lot more is will be done with the lore that ended up being behind Stargate, because holy shit, that got nicely expanded in the show. But, yeah. Smash the button. Thank you, sir. All right. Ooh, yeah. Likes are proportional to number of people on right now. Excellent. Thank you guys for that shit. While you're at it, feel free to share this shit out. You know, if you're not doing anything else, feel like clicking a couple things, that'd be dope. And, yeah, we're about to start getting into the preview, but before that, I must do the obligatory begging that a YouTube channel host must do, which is, again, smash them the buttons, hit them the thumbs up, hit them the subscribe, hit them the notification bell if you have not yet done so, whether you be active in the chat or be lurking. And also, while I am clawing and scraping my way to getting the lowest level of monetization on YouTube, in the meantime, I do have pinned at the top of the chat my PayPal account. If, for whatever reason, you're feeling super duper generous and like, you know what? I'm going to throw a little tangible love at this guy. Feel free. Don't expect it. Don't care if it's a fucking dollar. Like, I don't care. But it's there if you so choose. Obviously, no pressure at all. But I did want you to know it was there. Also, this will be at the top of the chat because I threw it in before anyone else did. My Discord link is there. It is also in the description. It is also in the video description. It is also in the channel description. But it is also at the top of the chat. So, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord. I'm trying to get better about being more, being in the Discord more myself. I'm a slacker, but I'm trying to get that pumped up just a wee bit. So yeah, click buttons, share shit, all that kind of fun stuff. Join the Discord, all of it. Do it all. Pretty pleased and thank you. Stanley says, I gave it a cold has got to be one of the most stupid solutions to invading aliens, but still love Independence Day. I mean, sometimes the simplest solutions are the best, right? It also gave us Will Smith first slap on Independence Day. Yeah. Like I said, neither movie are cinematic masterpieces, but they're both very fun. And what the hell is that smell? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Dan. Yeah, now that's what I call a close encounter. Right, yeah, with the cigar. Yeah. All right, you guys ready to get into this shit? See what's coming? See how we feel about it? Oh, crap, I gotta figure out. I just thought of one more thing, and I just remember I haven't pulled up yet. I gotta verify something. Hey, fucked up! Oh, shit. All right. Oh, that's like such an ancient. I don't want that shit. Okay. All right, cool. So that's that. That's April. January 16th. Okay, we start there. All right. There's a lot of nerdy shit coming out this year. If you guys hadn't heard, had you heard? There's some stuff. Oh, crap. I just remembered another one, too. God damn it. God damn it. Does it say when? Doesn't say when. Just this year. Okay. Well, that's that then. Okay. So, anywho. I'm back. Anyway. So, lots of stuff this year from all the big players. And we're going to go in chronological order of release, or at least as close as I can get to it. Which means we begin with a show that I don't know if any of us have ever fucking watched. What the hell? Weird. Anyway. Harley Quinn, the animated show on Max, has a 5th season coming out in January the 16th. Just a couple of weeks. I don't know. I have never watched a frame of this show. Have any of you watched a frame of this show? But I will say, enough people have watched frames of this show because it is getting its 5th season. On January the 16th. That's really all I can say about it, is I've heard of it. I'm impressed it's got a 5th season. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that shit, but knock it off. Anyway. Your son recently started watching Harley Quinn and absolutely loves it, huh, Matt? Well, that's dope. Cool. Well, he should be excited. He's gonna have a 5th season to start watching here in a couple weeks. I mean, obviously, it's got to be at least pretty good. 5th season. And this is pre-James Gunn's self-indulgentness and renewing Creature Commandos for a 2nd season. Yeah, I like crapping on James Gunn a little bit. Mostly because he doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. You watched the very first episode and that was enough for you? I mean, yeah, I mean, I can definitely see how this show is not going to be for everybody. For sure. On Discord now? Nice. Thanks, Brennan. So, yeah, I can understand how this show it wouldn't be for everybody. It's, the animations. It looks like a kid's show, but it's not a kid's show, but it's kind of animated like a kid's show. But, I mean, hey, good on them. Season number 5, January the 16th. Whether any of us are going to watch it or not. There it'll be. Next to come out. Highlighted here. Marvel's first offering of the year, of its 9 offerings. That's right, folks. 9 Marvel projects this year. 9. In 12 months. 9. I ain't complaining. Going to be a lot of shit to talk about on this channel. We're going to have a lot of fun talking about it. Maybe even watching some of it in watch parties. Who knows? We'll see how that goes. But obviously, I'm not averse to watch parties. I've been doing them for Skeleton Crew and Creature Commandos so far. Still got 2 weeks left to Skeleton Crew, but only 1 week left to Creature Commandos. The season finale is next Thursday. That's going to be fun. You heard some people like it? Yeah. And enough people like it, it's getting a 5th season, so that's something. Yes, but next up after that is our first of 9 offerings from Marvel Studios in the form of the animated show, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which drops on the 29th. So we got... Wait, 29th? Okay. So, yeah, 21, 25th. Okay, so yeah, like the last two... Is that the last Tuesday of the month? Last Monday of the month or last Tuesday of the month? Can't really figure out which. But yeah. Now, we've seen a trailer. Have you guys seen the trailer? What do we think about that? Have you seen some of the new images of the suit he's going to get? Still no Creature Commandos in UK? Well, what the fuck does James Gunn have against the Brits? That's douchey. Or maybe it's not him. What the fuck does Zaslav have against the Brits? He's the one running WB. Which in turn runs DC. Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. Like, what they're going to actively produce from going forward is going to be less, but all this shit, Feige said it himself. All this shit was like, it's already made, it's done, it's ready. Here you go. This is basically a Phase 5, end of Phase 4, most of Phase 5 product dump is what we're getting next year. So, yeah, once we get past that, then and out of the multiverse saga, then it's going to go back down to just like what is it supposed to be, like 2 movies and 3 shows a year instead of like 4 of each or whatever. Like they're going to have to cut back. Board members will lose their jobs if that doesn't happen, and you know they don't want that to happen. Shareholders will be upset. Yeah, the amount of shit they're going to release is actually going to go down. But they had to dump all this crap out on us first. So, yeah, it begins with Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. For me, I think the animation is going to get, it's going to take a little getting used to. It's kind of still no Alien Romulus on Disney Plus UK. You Yanks must really hate us Brits. I mean, I don't know. We can't hate you that much. I mean, we kept you from having to speak German. You're welcome. Up the Dan says, Friendly with Spider-Man doesn't look great. Besides the animation looking like shit, I don't know about shit, but I'm definitely going to have to get used to it. Looks like something made before the end of a culture change. Ain't no one watching. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure that it will perform that well either, honestly. I think there's some interesting things to it. I think they're obviously pulling a parallel from the MCU Spider-Man. Like, again, Peter's going to be very closely associated with a billionaire, but in this case, it's going to be Norman Osborn. He's going to be, and like the MCU, like Holland Spider-Man, he's going to be getting a suit from his billionaire buddy. That Future Foundation looking image. Have you guys seen that shit? There we go. Where's the suit? That's just lame. First, we're going to be getting this suit. Where's the other one? You motherfuckers. Alright, we'll just do this one. And then, this is the suit he's going to be getting from Norman Osborn. This Feature Foundation looking puppy. Oh yeah, Norman Osborn is, what's up, Soupy? How you been? What's up, Darren? But yeah, so I don't know if we're actually going to see this outfit or not. I definitely know we're getting this one and this one. We might see the traditional one too. This is a beginner one. This one he's going to get from Norman. Brandon's a Spider-Man guy, so he'll watch. Matt says, I think the idea of a throwback to the original comic art is cool, but not sure it'll be overly accepted by audiences. Yeah, they're taking a risk on that one. Rick says, I kind of want to see the original Spider-Man animated show now. Well, I'm assuming you're referring to the one in 95, but there are older ones. Darren says, personally, I've been done with Marvel since the last Spider-Man movie. Yeah. Did you not go watch Deadpool and Wolverine, though? That shit was awesome. Also, is that a THC sucker? Yes, it is. And no, I still haven't fucked around and gotten my chatbot coin shit working. Is this the one with the gender/race swap Harry Osborn? Yeah, Norman Osborn and obviously I would assume Harry are both now black. Yeah, Norman Osborn is being voiced by Coleman Domingo. But this is obviously not main Marvel continuity. And even if it was, who the fuck cares? Soupy says, personally, I don't mind the race swap this time because it's another universe. So they really could come up with their own reality for this universe. Yeah. It's the joy of the multiverse. You can pretty much do what the fuck you want. And all you got to say is, hey, multiverse. Just make sure the fucking story's good. That's all you got to worry about. The 95 Spider-Man series is great. I've heard that. I haven't watched all of it. I've watched a little bit of it. I need to dig back into my animation. I really, really do. Most of the animation I watched is, like, I got on a DC kick there for a while. But outside of that, most of the Marvel animation I've watched has been X-Men related, honestly. I mean, I watched Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends when I was a kid. Like when, Spider-Man, Firestar, and Iceman. So I watched that when I was a kid. But yeah, I didn't watch much of the 95 one. I watched the original X-Men and, of course, X-Men 97. God, that shit was so peak. Oh, that show was so peak. Anyway. But yeah, so I've watched those two, and I've watched X-Men Evolution. I started a couple of the Avengers animated cartoons once, but I never finished them. They're fun. I don't know. Don't mind the race swap, but dude's haircut with the man bun is crazy. What do you mean dude's haircut with the man bun? I know not of what you speak. Mac says, not Marvel, but I recently started a full rewatch of the 90s Batman animated series. Damn, that show is so good. Yeah, I started and then I stopped. I need to restart. Harry Osborn looks like a girl in the trailer, does he? Harry's man bun. Shit. I guess I'm going to have to rewatch the trailer at some point. Not now, because I don't want to get fucking copy struck. I'm definitely going to have the ginger replacement still going strong. What are we making everyone redheads? What the hell are you talking about? The 90s Spider-Man is legit? Yeah. And they totally brought him and MJ back from whatever the hell they got into at the end of the animated series, because there they were in the fucking Genosha episode of X-Men 97. Give me a minute here. You got me curious. I must find this man bun. All right. Okay, it's muted. Okay. Midtown High. Looking for the man bun. Looking for the man bun. That's not a man bun. Y'all are tripping. That ain't no fucking man bun. Tell you what that is. That's a bunch of scene in the alley. That's a woman he rescued. They took. Oh. Comic book characters that ginger off and the ones chosen to be. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I never really noticed. Yeah, no, in the alley, that's oh, do you, Darren? I love it. Thank you. No, that's a woman he rescues in the alley. That's not Harry. You see Harry a couple times, but what he's got is he's got his hair braided back, and then he's got the braids tied back together, Derrick Henry style. But that's a woman he rescued in the alley. That was not Harry. Excuse me. That's not Harry. But I gotta say, that's like my third time watching the trailer just now, and for me, the animation's growing on me. $45 seconds. All right. Nope. Give me that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's a woman he's rescuing. What the fuck? I'll show you a few seconds at a time. Yeah, that lady is who's in the alley. Yep. That is not Harry. That is the lady he just rescued. That is not Harry Osborn, folks. That's the lady he just rescued. That got bounced over a car. Is that Harry? Is that how he meets Harry? Am I wrong? Because I thought... That's too far. I thought that was Harry. Not calling for help as the person outside is. Is this not Harry? Am I wrong on that one? Could be. Well, I mean, it's not like Peter is known for his stature. The whole point, half the point of Spider-Man is him being slight. You know, he ain't supposed to be big. He's supposed to be like 5'10", 155, 160, but like as strong as a lot of those size people put together. So yeah. So I think it's gonna be interesting. Either way. We shall see when it comes out. I don't know. I'll rewatch the trailer when I can, you know, do it with the sound on. And we can come back to it. But either way, that is Marvel's first offering, and it comes out. That's April. January 29th. And the next nerding offering after that, not very long, almost running concurrently. Over on the Prime Videos, ladies and gentlemen, Invincible Season 3 starts February the 6th. For 8 episodes. The story is good, it has a chance? I mean, yeah. Well, yes, if you are into the Invincible, that puppy starts literally the following week. So you'll be watching Spider-Man and or Invincible. I'm going to watch it with you guys, but I don't think many other people will. I mean, I would say Yeah, I'd have to say I would be surprised if your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man ends up being like a massive hit. Especially coming off the very, very iffiness of What If. You know, that was fucking disappointing. That last season of What If was fucking disappointing. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. And unfortunately, here's the kicker with that. The dude that was the head writer for What If, since Bo DeMayo got canned for being a naughty, naughty, naughty boy, he's now the writer for X-Men 97. So we may only get one good season of that fucking show. Now, season 2 isn't supposed to be out till 26, so they have time to maybe not fuck it up too bad. But not encouraging, at least as far as that goes. But that's next year's worry. But yeah, literally 1 week after Spider-Man, the Friendly Neighborhood style one, we get Invincible Season 3. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty looking forward to Invincible Season 3 quite a bit. I think it looks pretty good. Did you guys see the trailer for that one? They kind of own their L a little bit in that trailer. They made jokes about things taking too long and taking breaks and stuff. They owned they got cheeky about their L in that trailer, which in and of itself is pretty damn cool. But yeah, I think overall season 3 is going to be lit. We're going to get some. I think we're going to get a lot of the usual violence that we all love in that show. I think we're going to get a lot more good character stuff. Like, just, we're going to get conflict, both emotional and physical, in this show, and a shit ton of it. And it all looks pretty good, at least from the trailer. I'll get to that in just a second, Delta Dan. I will address that. But yeah, I'm fucking stoked for Invincible Season 3. I will admit the shock of having his little brother like grown enough and like already getting his own costume was a little wild, but overall that's whatever. And who knows, they might find a way to make that rock anyway. But out of everything I've seen so far, well, which is just that trailer, let's be real. That was the only thing that kind of threw me about that trailer, and even that was like, whatever, we'll see how they make it work. But other than that, I am stoked for Invincible Season 3. What do you guys think? 1 week after Spider-Man, that comes out. So we could be dual watching. We could be like, fuck this Spider-Man show, I'm only watching Invincible. Some people could be like, I love the Spider-Man show, what the fuck did they do Invincible Season 3? I'm only watching Spider. You never know how it's going to go. But when I say this is going to be a busy fucking year, there's going to be a busy fucking year. Now, as Delta Dan brought up in chat, Bo had already written season 2, or at least most of it. Problem is Disney went and removed some of his credits from season 2 of X-Men 97, which basically gives them the freedom to go, oh, hey, here, check out what Bo wrote. And do whatever with it. So, I don't think we can count on much, if any, of what Bo had already accomplished for that season to be used. Maybe we'll get lucky. Dude will realize that he's literally been handed a pot of gold and he just has to jingle it around a little bit and make it, you know, stack the coins neatly is all he really has to do, but unlikely. Because we're talking Hollywood, which means we're talking egos, which means people want to do their thing. They don't ever want to look like they're writing anyone else's coattails, blah, 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 blah. So I'm worried. Could he be smart? Recognize how awesome season 1 was and go, you know what? I probably should work with what I've been given. Yes, that is possible. I just don't know how likely it is. And that's the part that worries me. That's the part that worries me. You're literally stacking plates neatly in the dishwasher. Awesome. Well, then you're already a far way along to not fucking up X-Men 97 Season 2. Because that's all that dude has to do is neatly stack what Bo gave him and call it a day. Anyways, that was February 9th. Which I'm guessing is a Monday or a Sunday because, because a mere 5 days later, nerds, and more specifically Marvel fans, Captain America Brave New World hits cinemas on Valentine's Day. Now, if we really love our partners, we will not be taking them to see Brave New World on Valentine's Day just in case that movie is ass. Because that would be bad. You're already taking a big enough risk taking the person you love to see a comic book movie on Valentine's Day. The risk is exponentially increased by it being this particular comic book movie on Valentine's Day. Because let's face it, the history of the production of this movie is not great. Reshoots upon characters added, upon characters changed, upon characters taken away, upon more reshoots, upon more reshoots. Not to mention all the weird shit Anthony Mackie's been saying in public here and there. It's like, oh my God, what is this movie even going to be? Now, things have been looking a little better. The last couple trailers have been pretty decent. Some of what's coming out about the leader is pretty cool. Evidently, allegedly, he's supposed to be like really important, not just in this movie, but going forward towards the end of the multiverse saga. Like he's supposed to have knowledge. Based on the artwork that's out there, it looks like, I don't know if he's still going to have an appropriately large cranium. But from the artwork I've seen, it's at least large enough to look decent. Completely unlike the Grand Inquisitor in Kenobi. That was bad. So I think they're doing better, at least in regards to that. But again, the the production history behind this movie is not pretty, which is worrisome. The hope is that a lot of the reshoots have to do with like cleaning up and adding action scenes. And the word on the streets is that the Russos are not just back for the 2 Avengers movies. They're back to get their hands in a few different things. They're already listed as producers, by the way, on Brave New World. So it is likely, not confirmed or guaranteed by any stretch, but it is likely that they've been helping with these reshoots and tightening up some of this action and stuff like that. Story-wise, we're gonna fucking get what we're gonna get at this point. Like, I don't have strong hopes for the quality of the story itself, but if they can tighten up the fun parts of the movie, it'll be okay. How do I know this? Because Deadpool and Wolverine. That story was spiderweb thin in not a small amount of spots. But that movie was fucking fun, which is why it made $1.3 billion. Plus, Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman also helps too. All right, later, Matt. Oh, you did, man? Thank you. I appreciate you. Happy New Year to you too, man. Keep rocking over there. Guys, if you're into retro gaming at all, or just gaming in general, y'all, if you have not yet, go check out the Matt Cave Gaming channel. Dude is good. Dude knows what he's doing. His channel's been exploding, and there's for reasons. Go check that shit out. Go check out the Matt Cave. Freaking Wiener, what's going on? Welcome in. Could it be worse than 50 Shades of Grey since that was released around Valentine's Day in 2015? Quality-wise, in terms of story, I don't know if it could be worse. Thematically, it's worse. You know, at least 50 Shades of Grey is about, you know, some form of being a couple and, you know, fucking and that kind of stuff. So, like, thematically, that's a bit more appropriate for Valentine's Day than, you know, a Marvel movie. But you never know. Just saying, from like a, you know, traditional viewpoint, I mean, unless your partner is a massive nerd as well, probably not the best Valentine's Day idea. That's all I'm saying. Date idea. But that's when that comes out. So, I cannot say I'm hyped for it. I cannot say I'm excited about it. I don't dread it either. I think enough changes are being made, even though they're really late in the fucking game. I think enough changes are being made to where what I need to happen will happen, and I will walk out of the theater, not on Valentine's Day, but I will walk out of the theater and go, cool. That's all I need from that movie. I mean, would it be awesome if I walked out of the theater going, fuck yeah, that was way better than I thought it was going to be? That would be obviously like the best case scenario. All I'm hoping for is to walk out of that theater going, you know what? Cool. Cool. That movie was cool. I don't need to love it. I just need it to be just a few steps above mid. You know, just be decent. Just be cool. All I need from that fucking movie. And I think enough changes have been made to where at least I will get what I need out of it. What do you guys think, though? You think you'll get what you need out of that movie or what? I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be good enough. Basically, I think it'll be good enough to where it will not damage the brand going forward into what will be almost guaranteed better projects. Cinematically, at least, coming after it. You think Falcon America has a better ring to it? I mean, the syllables match. It's a fun joke to make. But, I mean, it's kind of legit considering they haven't really, like, from a writing standpoint, treated Sam Wilson very well overall. I mean, they did pretty all right with him, obviously, in Winter Soldier. But since then, they haven't really done much to make him awesome. So, I mean, they kind of earned the jokes. Anthony Mackie himself doesn't deserve the jokes, but the character kind of does, just because Marvel really hasn't treated him that well, and that's a fucking shame. The only movie you're interested in checking out in the theaters, the Karate Kid one? Not even Fantastic Four, bro? Not Superman? I haven't seen the trailer for that, the Karate Kid one yet, but I've seen other people talk about it, and they seem to think it's a cool trailer, so. Yeah, I think that's the key, Brooke. Not expecting too much. I don't expect much. So, if you can meet or exceed my very minimal expectations, I'll be good. I'll be good to go. Looking forward to Tron Ares. Oh, shit, is that this year? I forgot it about Tron. They've done, like, absolutely no marketing for it whatsoever. When do it debut? Oh, October 10th. All right. Cool. Tron Ares comes out October 10th. Oh, that's right. Reznor's doing the score. 9 Inch Nails. Okay. I'm kind of more excited about that than I am the movie itself. I fucking love me some 9 Inch Nails, bro. .10 is binary day for your computer science. Yes, it is. Good call. Good call. All right. So that comes out Valentine's Day. And then the next item up for bid, as they say, will be Marvel's third offering of 2025. And that will be the premiere on Disney Plus of Daredevil Born Again on March 4th. Now this, my fellow nerds, I am goddamn fucking hyped for this show. Holy shit. I was scared for this show until the strike happened. Feige watched what they'd made and said, you guys are out of your fucking minds. Get the hell out of my studio. You're all fucking fired. Basically tore up everything they had to do with that show for the most part. Not quite everything, but most of it. And started from scratch. And now, what we have is a show made basically the way the one we loved on Netflix was made. Dark, gritty, to the point, full of action. Going to be rated TVMA because, well, and considering the fact that their villain of choice is Muse, if you're going to do Muse, you damn well better be doing TVMA. Because if you're not aware, just real quick, Muse, the villain, considers himself an artist, but his form of art is killing people, opening them up, and then creating art with their bodies and viscera. So yeah, if you're using that dude, you're going to need to show some nasty shit, which means you're going to need a TVMA rating. So between the Devil's Reign setup that's going to be happening with Fisk being the mayor of New York, probably, and if they're following the run, he's gonna probably bring in his own squad of vigilantes, but to be the legal ones, to take out the illegal ones, i.e. Daredevil. Probably where Bullseye is going to come into play. He's probably going to end up working for Fisk. Then Muse is going to pop up and fuck everything up for everybody. So, yeah, I am freaking excited. We're supposed to be getting a trailer by the end of the month. the last trailer, since it comes out in March. Literally 2 months from today, dates-wise. Day of the week-wise, it's probably like on Monday or Tuesday. But it is January 4th. That shit comes out March 4th, and oh my god, I cannot wait! Oh, completely different writing team, Stanley's. Completely different writing team. We're talking, like, most of the people that are on Daredevil Born Again were on the Netflix show. Like, Feige just went, okay, you guys already know what you're doing. Come on. Come here. 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 Get over here. Do that shit again. So, yeah. Trust me, when I say Feige redid it from scratch, he fucking got it redid from scratch. Like, the old team would not, like, refuse to bring in the stunt guy that Charlie Cox wanted brought in. Guess what happened when after they all got fired? Charlie got his stunt guy. Or fight choreographer. Same, whatever. That person is now back. Wasn't going to be allowed to be back, but now he is. So, yeah, there's a lot of band back together vibes going on both in front of and behind the camera for that show. I am super hyped for this show, and I'm not even scared to be so. There's too much good news out there about it. Too many good things known out there about it. That show's gonna be sick. I'm fucking looking forward to it. Yes, I am. What about you guys? Anyone else have any offerings, thoughts, questions, concerns when it comes to Daredevil Born Again, Season 1? They're already about... Yeah, I think they're literally about to start within the next week or two filming Season 2. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I know. Trust me, if I'm wrong about this shit, I am going to lose my goddamn mind. Actually, Daredevil Born Again will make me lose my mind either way. I'll either be losing my mind with how good it is, or I'll be losing my mind with how pissed off I am that they fucked up again. It's going to be one of those two. But either way, I'm going to be losing my goddamn mind. Yeah, I think so too. Like, it's not often you get this many positive indicators after having so many negative ones. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go refresh my beverage because that was only the first quarter of the year. We're only through March, folks. We still have Q2, 3, and 4 to talk about. But I need a beverage and I need a tinkle, so I'll be back shortly. Don't go nowheres. There is much to discuss. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Alrighty. That was a little harsh. Sorry. All right, so that takes us through March. So we're done with, as they say in the business world, a Q1. We begin with Q2. And in April, we have reached a show that probably is going to end up on the Who Gives a Fuck list. Ladies and gentlemen, Andor premieres in April of 2025. I know. Woo! But here's a few differences between this upcoming season of Andor and the previous season of Andor. One, they are covering 4 years in these 12 episodes. 1 year for every 3-episode arc, which means they have no choice but to keep the pace up this season. Like, it cannot be, like, it literally can't be as slow as season 1 was. They don't have the time for it to be that slow. They have to cover a year every 3 episodes. It just cannot be paced as slow as the first season was. So that's a good thing. And like Brooke just said, season 2 is supposed to have more action in it overall, which is another good thing. Now we kind of know how it's going to end. Because the word on the street is it's going to run right into Rogue One the way Rogue One ran right into A New Hope. Like, it's supposed to be that, okay? So, well, we kind of know the end. Always have. Yeah, they're going to be covering a lot more territory. Allegedly with more action in it, so supposedly in a lot more of an entertaining way. So while I'm not quite as far along as Delta Dan is, who's pumped for Andor Season 2, I'm definitely... I don't know if I'm still quite at the point where I say I'm looking forward to it. I think this falls under the category of I don't dread it. I am going to watch it, or I'm going to start it. I'll probably end up... I mean, I made it through the whole first season. I'll probably make it through this whole second season. Honestly. But yeah, I feel a bit more confident in the entertainment value of this one, especially compared to season 1. I think I can say that. Oh, and what's his fuzz? Another bonus. What's his damn name? Dude who played Talos in the MCU. What's up, Griff? Welcome in, my guy. Yeah, the homie that played Talos is back as Krennic, so that'll be cool. What is his damn name? Someone help me out with his fucking name. I can never remember his damn name. Yeah, so he's going to be back as Krennic, so that'll be cool. I guess some point in time we're going to get Visions Season 3. And I guess that's going to be back to being Orson Krennic. Thank you, Brooke. That's going to be back to basically being all anime. Unlike Season 2. Ben Mendelsohn. Yes. Thank you, Brooke and Stanley's. Yes, Ben Mendelsohn. So yeah, he's back as Krennic. Don't know if we're going to be getting CGI Tarkin again. because Christopher Lee's family. No, not Christopher Lee. Who's the guy that played fucking Tarkin? It was the dude that often played opposite Christopher Lee back in the 70s. God damn it. I hate my brain sometimes. Why can I not remember names anymore? Anyway, his family sued because of CG, because of using his face and voice in Rogue One. So, don't know if we'll be getting CGI Tarkin. Probably not. Peter Cushing. Yes, thank you, Stanley. Yes, Peter Cushing. And David. Thank you both. Yes. Yeah, the Cushing family done sued. So probably not getting, unless they just, well, we won't be getting a CGI Tarkin. If they hire someone that looks enough like Peter Cushing back in the day, then we might get him, but we're not going to get the version of him we saw in Rogue One. That's for damn sure. The Cushing family has disallowed that. I don't know who else we're going to see. Obviously, we're going to get K2SO, which that robot was a very enjoyable part of Rogue One. It's not too... Got it? Okay. I've always said I'm a credit where credit is due guy. So here's some credit to Lucasfilm. Even under Kathleen Kennedy, and as much as she has fucked up this universe, they're still putting out dope-ass droids. The droid characters have still all been pretty good. I like SM-33 and Skeleton Crew. I like K2SO. Obviously, I love R2. Obviously, I love Chopper. Obviously, I love 3PO. But yeah, for the most part, that's one of the few things that they have managed not to fuck up is the droid sidekick characters. No, not too much. See, that hallway scene was dope as shit, Brooke, but honestly, and I hate to say this, but the scariest version of Vader that I like live action seen, in terms of just pure intimidation and like full dark sidey, was in Kenobi when he was walking down that town street. Just, you know, picking dudes up and choking them and snapping kids' necks and shit. That's the most Vader-y Vader I've seen ever. As dope as that always seen in Rogue One was, that fucking stroll down the street. Ooh. Better remake the cartoon droids into live action then? Well, they've already started with oh wait, you mean the cartoon droid show? It's no. I barely made it through the droids Clone Wars episodes because droids are awesome as the sidekicks. Droids are a magnificent side dish. They are not a main course. Maybe that's being biologicalist of me or whatever. You know? Anti-droidist. Maybe I'm an anti-droid guy. I don't know, but sorry, like droids work best playing off other characters. It's just kind of it's just the way it is. What's up, C-Dub? How you doing, my guy? Good to see you. We've only made it to April. We are only just now starting the second quarter of 2025 in terms of nerdy releases. in April. The A in April this year stands for Andor Season 2. So, yeah, I think there's, the pacing is going to be better. That'll help. Going to be more action. That'll help. We're getting Ben Mendelsohn as Krennic. That'll help. I personally enjoyed Skarsgård's character, Luthen Rael. So him staying kicking ass will help. I honestly, while I enjoyed the Mon Mothma character and what was going on with her, I really don't want to spend a whole shit ton of time on Coruscant. I definitely don't want to spend any more time in Dude's apartment with his mom. So, yeah, adding what they're adding, and then if they avoid like a couple, 3 other things, could end up actually being a pretty decent show. Especially if they keep up with like the technical quality of the first show. Like, whether or not I think it's a good Star Wars show, in terms of just being a TV show, Andor Season 1 was really well made. The visuals were on point. For the most part, the acting was really on point. Production value was on point. They got a little weak with some of the weaponry. I will say that. That is true. But yeah, you like, in terms of just a TV show, regardless of what it was supposed to be about, it was a well put together show. Horrible Star Wars show. Don't know if it's going to get any better as a Star Wars show, but it could get more entertaining as a TV show. Does Lucasfilm want to dub? Do an accurate animation film of Heir to the Empire. Fans are already doing it. It would be a hit. Wouldn't have to recast Luke, Han, and Leia either. Instant win. Yeah. He had some quotes that were so good. Oh, dude, yes. Now, which Skarsgård is he? Is that Stellan? Because there's Bill, there's Alex, and Stellan's the dad. Yeah. So yeah, Stellan Skarsgård is awesome in that movie or show. No lightsabers, but still worth watching. Yeah, as a television show, I agree. Although, I will say, if you want to set, when it comes to like down, dirty, serious, really well-made quality shows inside of a genre, like, what's up, Justin? Coming in hot. L series. I know, brother. I know. But if you want to take like that style of show inside a genre, you take Andor inside of Star Wars, and then you take the Penguin inside of DC. Penguin did it better. Penguin did it better. Nope, someone wants upstairs. Be right back. I hear you. Fucking cats are killing me. Yeah, Stellan Skarsgård is dope. So I would say Andor has a decent chance of at least being more entertaining this season than its previous season. Then we move on to May, which means we're moving back to Marvel for its fourth offering of 2025. Back to the cinemas we go for Thunderbolts on May 2nd, 2025. I'm looking forward to this fucking movie. The last trailer, too, looked really good. Skarsgård family is deep, though. They're a pretty talented crew. They don't always make the best choices. Stop using what term? Deep? Goated? Who needs to stop using what term? I'm lost, Dub. Who was talking about manifestos? What did I miss? Crazy Susan. What the hell are you even talking about, C-Dub? I'm confused. The fireworks guy and the Nola murderer. Oh. Right, but I'm still not sure what anyone said that's related to that dude. That's where I'm lost. I'm ignoring you now, Cat. Cat's out there meowing. I don't even fucking know why. Anyway. What was I? Thunderbolts. May the 2nd. I'm looking forward to this flick. Trailers look good. Some of the rumors sound good. They're doing a really good job of keeping us, or at least me, very curious about how they're going to handle Sentry. We're supposed to get one more trailer, by the way. Probably during the Super Bowl. That's the word on the streets. Oh, for the love of fuck. I'll be right back. Ugh. Cats. Cats. I love my cats. All the cats in the house aren't even mine. Because technically we're the guests. But cats. Where was I? Thunderbolts. I think this movie looks cool. My only real worry about this movie, and I blame this worry on What If, and if you watched What If, you'll know what I'm talking about, and that is how much jokiness we're going to get out of David Harbour as Red Guardian. That's my worry, because if you watched that fucking What If episode with him and Bucky, Sweet Jesus. That was torture. At least I found that shit to be torture. And if we get that version of Red Guardian, I'm gonna be a bit upset. I mean, he has been reasonably joking in the trailer, but it hasn't been like crazy. And there's also thankfully going to be a lot more people in the scenes for him to play off of and to tell him what we're all thinking, which is to shut the fuck up. So that'll be helpful. But that and possibly nerfing Sentry too much, I think, are my only real concerns about this movie. I mean, they've reshot a chunk of it. They've made a lot of adjustments to this one too, but these seem to be, at least for current appearances, seem to be doing more to help the movie than all the shit they tried with Cap 4. Red Guardian talks far too much. Like, how can someone talk so much without saying anything? Well, if Warner Brothers didn't hate the UK and they allowed Creature Commandos over there, you'd find out that the Frankenstein character is a lot the same way. Oddly enough, voiced by David Harbour. Now that I'm thinking about it. Although he was serious enough at the beginning of the Black Widow movie when he was in his, you know, when he was pretending to be suburban dad. He was cool there. Maybe he just got really broken in jail. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe jail broke him in ways that even he isn't aware of. But, yeah, as long as they don't overdo that, and as long as they don't nerf Sentry, I think everything else looks pretty good about this movie. And I'm pretty sure some of them motherfuckers are going to die anyway, and it'll be interesting. So, I am actually legitimately looking forward to Thunderbolts. I can genuinely say I'm excited to see that movie. What about you guys? Are you just looking forward to it? Are you excited about it? Do you have actual genuine hype for Thunderbolts? What do you guys think about the prospect of Thunderbolts? Stuff on Sentry is what you're excited about most, Brooke? Yeah, a lot of people are very, very curious to see how they handle Sentry. As am I. There are definitely people out there who are like super hype on Sentry and are going to be very sensitive to how he's handled. But yeah, it's going to be interesting nonetheless. Honestly, just sounds like a super brutal action film, which is what we need more of from Marvel. Well, I mean, I think they're going to restrict most of the brutality to Disney Plus, where they can just slap a TVMA on it and call it a day. I mean, they're going to continue to put out R-rated movies, like like a lot of their Supernatural movies are probably going to end up R-rated, but like their super mainstream stuff, they will never allow to be anything more than PG-13. I can guarantee you that. Saying says, well, to be fair, Frankenstein is multi-part resurrected person, so I can excuse him having personality quirks, but Red Guardian doesn't have such excuses. Well, let me tell you, Stanley's. This version of Frankenstein is more than just quirky. He is psychopathically obsessive. Like, not just monofocused, monomaniacal. Like, this is like ridiculous, this character. If you have a way of watching things and you decide to watch that, you'll know what I'm talking about. So how about it, chat? Thunderbolts, yay! Thunderbolts, yeah. Thunderbolts, nah. I'm kind of in I'm in the Thunderbolts yay camp. I'm looking forward to that movie. That's funny. Okay, cool. What happened? There we go. Okay. 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 Frankenstein is becoming a bit cringy at this point? Yeah. Well, he was becoming cringy 2 episodes ago. Now he's just is straight up like, God damn it, shut up. Get off my fucking screen, please and thank you. Technically, yes, Frankenstein is the scientist, but they're calling the creature Eric Frankenstein. Or Frank for short. And he's annoying. Super, massively annoying. To me. Yeah, no problem. And he's been tweaked. The character's been tweaked. I'll put it that way. From the Shelley version, he's been tweaked. And in my opinion, not in a very good way at all. So, alrighty. The next project comes out the next month. So Thunderbolts in May, and on June 24th, we get Marvel's first live-action Disney Plus offering in the form of Ironheart on June 24th. I'm not excited. I don't think they did enough with the Riri Williams character in Black Panther 3 to justify giving her her own show. I think the hood and the supernatural aspect of it is going to be cool. Or has the potential to be pretty cool. The suits do look cool. I like the fact that they're keeping her technological level back to like Iron Man 2 days, where they're still mostly mechanical and segmented. I think that part's kind of cool. But I don't know. This is definitely one of those Phase 4 product dump shows. Now, the last Phase 4 product dump show that we got was actually good in Agatha All Along. Hey, Murr. Rob and I are late to the party and his phone is dead. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a lollipop? Well, it depends on the lollipop. Quite a few in this one's case, but this was 30 milligrams of a lollipop, so So there are aspects to this show that could be cool. The show itself could end up being cool. It happened with Agatha, and pretty much nobody saw that coming. I mean, there were stands of the show just because there's stands of Wanda or what have you, but like, if you weren't full on Marvel standing, you really weren't expecting a whole lot from the show. Let's just be real here. Only stands thought that show was actually going to be anything. And turned out they were right in this case. I think we're looking at the same scenario here. We're looking at a scenario where Marvel, 666 licks, evil. So yeah, I think we're basically looking at another Agatha scenario where it's a show that probably the resources that were put to use for that probably definitely could have been put to much better use elsewhere in bigger projects. So basically, we're going to have to hope that whoever created that show had the same level of talent as Jack Schaefer when she did Agatha. That's basically the hope. That's our hope for that show, is that the team that did that show was as talented as Jack Schaefer, and that this show will also be a pleasant surprise. That's pretty much all I got. It's as positive as I can get about that show. I'm hoping it's a pleasant surprise the way Agatha was, because it does not appear to be. Of course, again, neither did Agatha. So, will we get another Agatha? Or will we get another Phase 4 show that happens to be coming out in Phase 5? Very late Phase 5. What do you guys think, chat? Where are you standing on the Ironheart? What do you think? Do you have any hype, any excitement, any real true interest beyond, I wonder how this first episode or two is going to be? And if that's the only interest you got, that's totally fucking legit. If you have zero interest, totally fucking legit. If you have a fair chunk of interest, you know what? Fucking totally fucking legit. But you're probably a stan. Ironheart, meh. I think that's probably where a lot of people are at in the fandom in general. I think the majority opinion at this point is meh. The stans will be standing, the haters will be hating, and out of everyone that's on the scale somewhere in between there, I think a lot of them are probably right there in the meh. News? No news. I mean, we'll be getting to the show. It's on the list, but as for any new news, nothing. Nothing. So, yeah, I mean, it's Ironheart. We'll see. Don't really need to spend a lot of time on it. We shall see. Okay. Now, this is not the next project I'm going to talk about is not like in our general nerdy realm, so to speak, but it is it's a popular subject. It's a popular franchise, and it comes out July 2nd. Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, this is a money-making franchise. People love these movies. People have shown up to these movies. What do you mean 3? It's Jurassic World 4, isn't it? Could have swore it's 4. Is it only 3? God damn it. God damn it. Players, post Dominion. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, anyway. Let me rephrase. The latest offering from the Jurassic World franchise comes out July 2nd. This is a big franchise, which has made big money in the past. And it is starting off a big motherfucking July, as we will see shortly. I haven't watched a shit ton of the, like, I watched the first 2, I think I watched the first 3 Jurassic Park movies. I don't know that I've ever watched a Jurassic World movie, honestly. And I love dinosaurs. I don't know, just, I think the somewhat ridiculousness of, Jurassic World 3 kind of turned me off. Now, there are positives. This movie stars Mahershala Ali and Scarlett Johansson, both of whom are very good actors. And obviously, watching ScarJo run around in the jungle, basically looking like Black Widow in tight leather pants, is going to be really, really cool. So while this is, again, doesn't necessarily fall into the more widely watched parts of our nerdy universe, Jurassic World is technically, at least in my mind, a nerdy franchise. There's been 6. Okay, so yeah, 3 parks, 3 worlds. This is 4. Yeah. See? That right there. A lot of people feel the way you do, David. You don't care what people say about the Jurassic Park films. It's got dinosaurs, so I'm watching it. And a lot of people think that's going to lead Jurassic World Rebirth to do some damage in the box office next year. And it probably will do. It probably will make some money. It'll probably make a decent chunk of money. There's a problem though. As the slate currently sits, 2 weeks after that. God damn it! What the fuck is happening here? Stop it! We get Superman on July the 11th. The biggest offering from DC. Yes, ScarJo is a dime. We get the big gun. Oh, wow, they even said the big gun, no pun intended. Fuck you, people. Anyway. Yes, we get Superman July 11th. 2 weeks after Jurassic World. Which, as much as people love dinosaurs, there's going to be a bit of a problem for the overall box office of Jurassic World. Because while Superman does not have the global level of popularity he used to as a superhero character, he's still got a pretty good amount of cachet. And this is going to be the first solo Superman movie we've had in around a decade. I still can't remember exactly when Man of Steel came out. It was, I don't know, 2012, 2013, 2014, somewhere in that neighborhood. So yeah, it's been at least 10 years since we've had a solo Superman movie. So that prospect in and of itself is exciting. This trailer was pretty decent. I'm sure you've all seen the memes about this girl being in a neck brace saying "Thank you, Superman." I thought that shit was hilarious. So there's going to be the trailer did a lot of business online, and that was technically just the teaser. There's still a full trailer that is yet to drop. That'll probably drop early next year. I'm guessing around Super Bowl time. I'm, in that neighborhood. If not during the Super Bowl, then early to mid-February for sure. If Gunn's feeling really cheeky, he'll drop it right around when Cap 4 comes out. Be like, fuck your Cap 4. I got the Man of Steel, bitches. He could try that. I don't know if he will, but that would be interesting to see how that goes. Trying to out-gangsta the gangsta himself, Kevin Feige. That'd be fun. That'll be... If he really tries that shit, that'll be so fun to watch. Anywho, so... But yeah. The man, the myth, the legend, Superman comes out July 11th. A mere 2 weeks after Jurassic World comes out. Obviously, this trailer got a lot of views. Obviously, this trailer got a lot of discussion. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I thought it was a pretty solid trailer. I wasn't losing my mind over, like, the lighting or the color grading or any of that shit. I don't know. I thought the trailer was solid. I think the movie looks solid. I am not, and I've said this before, I've never been a big fan of super pets. I didn't even like the idea of super pets when I was a kid, when I should have loved the idea of super pets. So when Gunn flat out said he was not going to put Crypto in until he adopted this one dog, I was like, God damn it. You should have stuck with that. But then he didn't stick with it, and he had to put Crypto in there. And then he put in this scruffy-ass fucking dog. Instead of a lab or a, terrier mix of some, a dog that looks like what we've seen Crypto look like. We get this scruffy-ass mutt. Cute as shit, admittedly. I'm not gonna say Crypto's not cute. That ear just fucking kills me. I'm that guy when it comes to animals. Fuck you. Crypto's adorable. But he doesn't look like Crypto, and I never wanted him in this movie in the fucking first place. Yes, please, smash like while I shit on a dog character, okay? Sorry. That's how I feel. But I think this is going to be a solid movie. Now, just as much as I think this is going to slow Jurassic World's box office down more than it probably would have been without this movie coming out 2 weeks afterwards, Jurassic World's going to have 2 weeks of momentum, which will probably slow the launch of this down a little bit too. That the trailer is messy, far too much going on at once. I mean, that could be a problem. There's a shit ton going on in this movie, so that is a concern. It's a valid concern. I mean, we're getting a whole shit ton of characters dumped on us like at once now. So that is definitely a legit concern. But yeah, so Superman, July 11th. DC's only well, the Harley Quinn show that we talked about coming out in 2 weeks, basically. That's pre-James Gunn. That's not DCU. That's just there. This is DCU. And despite Creature Commandos being technically first, just like the watch party I had was technically my first stream of the year, this is the DCU offering that counts as the first one. It'll technically be the second, but basically it's the first. It's the one that's going to basically decide whether or not Gunn gets to continue his DCU. Because if this movie tanks, it's over. Gunn himself admitted it in an interview. He's like, if this movie doesn't do well, there won't be any more. So, I mean, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow does go into production like week after next. Like soon. If not, is it next week? No later than week after next. I don't know if y'all saw the images of that Momoa put up of him reading the Supergirl script with a cigar in front of the fireplace. I thought that was actually pretty cool. So that is going into production really quickly. But as we all know, Zazzy ain't afraid to take a tax write-off. So Superman bombs, he'll take Supergirl and toss it right in the dumpster next to Batgirl. And wouldn't that set off a whole thing? Zazzy chooses to write off 2 female-led superhero movies. Sweet Jesus. Whether he's doing that for misogynistic reasons or not, it ain't gonna whether that's a legitimate concern or not, the optics are still gonna be awful if he does that. But yeah, so the future of an entire movie franchise is resting on this film. Now, does this film have to be awesome for them to keep going? No. This film could make $600-700 million, and that'll still be good enough for Warner Brothers to be like, yeah, keep doing your shit, James. As long as it doesn't fail, he's good, basically. Now, would we all prefer it to be better than a non-failure? Oh, hell yes. I would love an awesome Superman movie. Because, number one, I would love an awesome Superman movie. Like, I'm just ready for an awesome Superman movie. Number two, a rising tide floats all ships. If Superman kicks ass, and then Supergirl kicks ass, Feige having a continuous fire under his ass would not be a bad thing at all. It would be a good thing. Because having a fire under his ass would prevent Phase 4 and 5 from ever happening again. Superman can save us from a repeat of Phase 4 and 5 by being really fucking good. Superman could do Marvel favors. Big movie. Not just for DC, not just for James Gunn, not just for Warner Brothers, but for the comic book movie genre, period. This movie is huge. And we'll find out on July 11th if it can handle the business. Okay. And then, guess what happens? 2 weeks after that, Fantastic Four First Steps on July 25th. The first family of Marvel hits the big screen, bringing with them, eventually at some point in the movie, their son Franklin, the reality warper, the universe creator, bringing with them Galactus, who himself is bringing a herald or two. We're still not sure about that one. And of course, the introduction of Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. fucking Doom. Make DC, make Marvel better? I mean, yeah. And can you imagine getting high-quality DC and Marvel content back and forth? Like, oh my God. And that back and forth could start July of this year, with Superman coming out on the 11th, and then Fantastic Four coming out 2 weeks later on the 25th. Now again, when we talking potential box office, this is a very interesting chain of dominoes we got going on in July. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit of business about this shit too. That shit interests me. It's fun. And it aids predicting what's going to happen in movies as well. So, we got Jurassic World. Popular franchise. Franchise with more than one movie that's made $1 billion. Then we get Superman. The first cinematic offering of the DCU, using DC's not most popular character currently, but most historically iconic, just by virtue of the fact he's been around the longest. The template for 90% of the rest of superheroes. I mean, he's a big dog, right? So you got massive dinosaur franchise, gets to party for 2 weeks. Then you get Superman. Then those two get to battle each other in the box office for 2 weeks. And then we get Fantastic Four First Steps. Now, things to consider when it comes to how well Fantastic Four First Steps is going to do in the theater. Number one, obviously, the quality of the fucking movie. You can have all the badass characters in it you want. If it's written, directed, and shot like shit, it will not matter. So there's that. Now, setting those concerns aside, Fantastic Four has advantages over both Superman and Jurassic World. One advantage is, which could also be a bit of a disadvantage depending on how things go, Fantastic Four is the 6th offering from Marvel this year. Second cinematic offering. No, sorry. 3rd and final cinematic offering. And 6th overall offering. So, it could either benefit from a shit ton of hype from the previous 5 offerings being at least decent to pretty fucking good. Or, depending on how mixed a bag we get, because I have full confidence that Daredevil is going to hype Marvel fans up big time. You got a feeling it'll be Fantastic Four Last Steps. Funny. Real funny, Dave. So it's got that advantage / potential disadvantage, depending on how things go. But if things go well, a Marvel hype train running full steam into this movie with the First Family, Galactus, Doom, Franklin Richards. I'm sorry. Superman and the dinosaurs are both about to get their asses whooped. It's the advantage to coming out last. You can get a handle on what will and will not be acceptable based on the performance of the other shit. Like, if Jurassic World and Superman are both fucking killing it, like if everyone's making money, like if all 3 of those movies are super popular, not one of them is going to hit $1 billion. There's just not enough money and people to go around. Not these days, not in this fucking economy. Okay? Maybe. But if all 3 of those movies do well, are like doing really well, I don't think any of them will be able to hit $1 billion. I think one of them is going to kind of have to suck in order for one or both of the other two to hit $1 billion. That's just my thoughts on it, though. Like, that's just my prediction. But I think with a good Marvel hype train already chugging along, Fantastic Four has the best chance. Between that and the fact it comes out after those other two, which could also be a detriment. But if those two come out and they're just meh, that's going to leave a lot of people hungering for like the good entertainment they thought they were already going to be getting. And that will only help Fantastic Four's box office. Won't help either DC or the Jurassic World franchises very much, but it'll sure as fuck help Marvel and Fantastic Four's box office. And I don't know about y'all, but I am fucking stoked for this goddamn movie. Again, got your first family, and it's from everything that's out there, this is going to be very much like the dynamic amongst the Fantastic Four themselves is going to be very much about family. And whether or not y'all think Pedro Pascal can pull off smartest guy in the room part of Reed Richards, he is damn sure going to fucking own father part of Reed Richards. That's what he's done a lot of his career. So he's going to have that shit down. Then again, we're gonna get some of their more Earthbound foes. We're gonna get a little Mole Man probably. Either Puppet Master or some other guy that John Malkovich is gonna be. I've heard Puppet Master, and then I've heard a different character. Of course, the name escapes me. So we're gonna get that. We're going to get a lot of cosmic shit, obviously, because we're going to get Galactus. We're going to get the birth of Franklin, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be aged up to at least about a kindergartner. You know, 4 or 5 years old, I think. Might only be 3 or 4 years old. But anyway, little reality warper running around, scaring the shit out of Galactus, probably, because he does that in the comics more than once. And then, of course, the introduction of RDJ's Doctor Doom. Lot of good shit to be looking forward to in that movie. Well, I'm saying that the family dynamic is going to be pushed very much to the forefront in when it comes to the Fantastic Four movie. Like how they wrote the character interactions and stuff. And it's going to be very much about how they're like, you know, scientists and explorers, but there's going to be a heavy emphasis on the family aspect of the Four. Which is as it should be, because that's how they're fucking written. So, yeah. Initially, you're probably right. Though, David. Initially, you're probably right. Kids and parents are going to be like, dinosaurs, fuck yeah! However, the strong family, word is going to get around to the strong family dynamic that's supposed to be in Fantastic Four. So that'll bring some people in who might not have been interested in it initially. So yeah. Yeah, lots of awesomeness that should be coming from Fantastic Four. It's the Marvel project I'm most hyped for sure. Actually, it's the nerdy project period I'm most hyped for. And that project ends a massive July. Rob just said Vin Diesel is going to voice over family in every Marvel movie, and then he said something about putting Nas into the pogo plane. Yeah. Pogo plane is one of the, you know, vehicular inventions of Reed Richards for, you know, people to get around in. Yeah. All right. Doesn't end there, folks. Does not end there. That's just July. Now we move in to August. And we get a couple projects in August. On August 6th, we get the second of 3 animated features on Disney Plus. We get Eyes of Wakanda. I am looking forward to this. This is supposed to be a historical anthology of Black Panthers through time protecting Wakanda. So, I think seeing a bunch of historical Black Panthers is going to be pretty dope. From what little we've seen, the animation style is going to be probably closest to What If, rather than what we got in X-Men 97 or what we're about to be getting in Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Although we haven't seen much, just that little bit, just those little bits of clips we saw in that montage thing Marvel released a couple 3 months ago, whenever the fuck that was. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. It was their little blip about 2025, and they showed like 3 quick little things from Eyes of Wakanda. So just going off of that, it looks like the closest, most analogous animation style is that of What If. But I think the concept is dope. An anthology of Black Panthers throughout history, handling business, defending Wakanda, that kind of shit. I think that's going to be pretty cool. So I can't say excited, but I'm definitely intrigued. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's got a lot of potential. I will say that. Yeah, I think it's got a lot of potential, but, you know, we'll have a better idea of what more we can talk about that, obviously, later on down the road this year, because it's not coming out till August. Like all the projects that are coming out later in the year, we got a lot more. There's a lot more speculation to be had because we just don't know that much about them. It's just the way it goes, right? So, but yeah, Eyes of Wakanda on August the 6th, the animated historical Black Panther anthology cartoon, animated feature. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's got a pretty good amount of potential. I think it could be pretty fucking cool. It could also be a goddamn disaster. We'll find out in 8 months. What do you guys think, though? What is your opinion on Eyes of Wakanda? Are you looking forward to it? Do you not give a fuck? What do you think, chat? Eyes of Wakanda, August 6th, 2025. Brooke says, been a short while since Black Panther 2 released, so I am looking forward to Eyes of Wakanda. Yeah. Yeah, let's see what if Marvel and DC turned it around. Right, yeah. Again, a much better idea than pretty much that entire 3rd season. Just said, I'm looking forward to it. Have you mentioned who are involved in the project? No, but let me find out. All right. All right. It was created by Todd Harris, developed by Coogler, directed by Todd Harris. Not going to give me any writers. So, okay, yeah. Says it shares continuity. That it follows the Hatut Zeraze, Wakandan warriors who retrieve vibranium artifacts throughout history. So, Coogler developed it. Harris created and directed it. And it's got like a whole list of people in it because it's going to be, yeah, going throughout history. Oh, we're supposed to get at some point an Iron Fist in the show as well. I think I remember a quick flash of that from that little trailer, that montage thing they put out. Just goes blah 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 blah. So Todd Harris pitched the series to Marvel and Coogler. He was previously a storyboard artist. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Eyes of Wakanda follows the Hutut Zaraze, Wakandan warriors who throughout history have traveled the world to retrieve dangerous vibranium artifacts, and is centered on the legacy of the Black Panther as that mantle is passed down over generations. Brad Winderbaum, the dude running Marvel Television, said the series explores Wakanda's history and mythology, and it is set in the MCU's sacred timeline, along with the films and live-action series. This differentiates it from many other Marvel animation series, which are usually set in alternate universes from the main MCU. Let's see, Mark Bernardin was one of the writers. He wrote 2 episodes. Matthew Chauncey, although he's the What If writer, so I don't know about that shit. So, yeah. Oh, it's only 4 episodes. All right. So it's a quickie. It's a quickie. David says, for me, it's a case of wait and see. First Black Panther was good. Second didn't do much for me. Okay. First Black Panther, really fucking good. Second Black Panther, good. But it's not even so much how they handled Chadwick's passing in that movie, honestly. It just could have been better. Like, just some of the story elements were just a little off. I don't know. I'd have to rewatch it to be much more specific. I've only ever watched it the one time when I went and saw it in the theater, so I just remember going, yeah, it was a pretty good movie. But it could have been better. So, Eyes of Wakanda, 4 episodes, starting August 6th. I like the potential of it. And since it's only 4 episodes, if it's good, that'll be kind of a bummer, but if it ain't, sweet. You know? Well, if it's good, they can always animate a second season at some point. Or what have you. All right. The next offering of 2025 in the Nerdverse also is sometime in August, but not specifically. And I don't know how many of y'all are watching this. God, what the hell? Do I have to click over somewhere else for this shit to work? Get on my goddamn nerves. Anyway, Peacemaker Season 2 comes out also in August of 2025. I have not watched Peacemaker Season 1. I don't know that I ever will. So I really don't give 2 shits about Peacemaker Season 2 coming out, especially since Gunn can't decide what the fuck he wants canon and what he doesn't want canon. That's a whole nother discussion. So, if you're a fan of Peacemaker, you'll be happy to know it comes out this August. If you're not, then you're like me. You don't fucking care. But it is, this season is officially DCU according to Gunn. This season's going to be main continuity, so it matters insofar as DCU continuity matters. So I'm at least going to bring it up. I don't have a lot to say on it because I haven't watched the first season. Don't know that I ever will. Definitely ain't going to watch the second season if I ain't watch the first season. So, but yeah, this also comes out in August. There you have it for that. That's literally all I got about that. All right. Get a little bit of a break. Nothing is coming out in September. What does Peacemaker look like? I can't see him. I see what you did there, Stanleys. I see what you did there. That was almost funny. I see what you're doing. God damn it. All right, dropped a chunk of my sucker, and it's a weed sucker, so I can't let a cat find it. I'll be right back. Alrighty then. Okay, so where was I? Oh yes, nothing comes out in September. But October. We get the final animated offering from Marvel Studios in the form of Zombies, coming out October 3rd. Now, Zombies is another 4-episode show, like Eyes of Wakanda. We in, we out, wham bam, thank you ma'am. But it is TVMA, so it's going to be a little heavy. Now, I like Zombies. I like Marvel. I'm here for it. And on top of that, we are getting one of the zombies is confirmed to be Wanda. And it is confirmed that that is Elizabeth Olsen voicing a zombie Wanda. She's back, baby. She ain't live on the screen yet. It'll just be her voice, but she back. And I'm excited just for that. Not to mention, we know she's upcoming in both Avengers movies and probably going to get her own solo movie in the Mutant Saga. Yeah, Lizzie's back, baby. Scarlet Witch is back. We're getting a Marvel Zombies animated show. It's only going to be 4 episodes, but it's also TVMA. So, while I'm not like, holy fuck, let's go, I'm definitely looking forward to it because, I don't know, I just think it's going to be cool. It's really all I got. I just think Marvel Zombies is going to be a pretty cool show. I don't know if that is going to be consequential to the MCU as a whole, per se. It could be just a fun little side note. Obviously, it's only 4 episodes, so it's going to be a pretty contained story. But, again, I like Marvel. I like zombie stuff. I like Lizzie Olsen, Scarlet Witch. It's all in the same thing. So I'm down. I'm here for it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not super psyched for it. Like, I'm not all, fuck yeah, Marvel Zombies! But I am looking forward to it. Ooh. Can't do that so much. I'm getting older. Freaking Wiener says September does give us The Conjuring Last Rites and Saw 11 for horror geeks. I mean, I've watched most of the Conjuring movies. They're pretty alright. I fucking love the Saw franchise, though. And I had forgotten Saw 11's coming out this year. So thank you for reminding me of that. And that, fuck yeah. I love the Saw franchise. All of them. I love Jigsaw and Spiral as well. Maybe not us, but the horror fans. Oh yeah, definitely. But there are horror fans in the Nerdverse. Saw 10 was your favorite one? It's up there. I don't know if it's my favorite one, though. I really like Saw 2. Where he fucks up Donnie Wahlberg. I thought that one was a really good one. And, yeah. I like when they brought it full circle, and what was that? Whichever one was the last one in the main continuity. Saw 7, Saw 8. I forget. I gotta go, but I need to do a Saw franchise rewatch, basically, is what it boils down to. That's what you guys are proving to me right now, is I need to get my ass into a Saw franchise rewatch. First Saw for you, it's the twist. I mean, that was pretty fucking epic. That's what hooked me into the rest of them. And then the rest of them, while they got a little, I'm not going to say some of them didn't get a little out there. They never got too far away from it for me. I just fucking love that franchise. I'm not like a super stat guy. You know, I'm not like that guy. I love that franchise, but you stick a Saw movie in front of me, I'm going to fucking watch it. That's for damn sure. So yeah, cool. Saw 11 this year. Booyah. Hell yeah. Okay. We now move on to the final offering of the year. Coming December 2025. In time to possibly ruin Christmas. I give you Wonder Man. The final Marvel offering of 2025. The final Marvel live action offering of 2025. And also the final Marvel live action Disney Plus offering of 2025. I don't know. The little bit we've seen of this show, I don't give a fuck. Supposedly, there's a rumor out there, I think maybe even Alex Perez mentioned, that Wonder Man's gonna that character is supposed to be consequential in the Avengers movies. Perez hinted at that. And I'm like, why? How? At least I'm asking that right now based on the next to no information I have on this show. Well, see, I don't know much about Wonder Man. This is what I basically know, and anyone with more knowledge of me can check me on this shit. Wonder Man is an actor playing a superhero called Wonder Man who ends up with powers and basically adopts the moniker to become an actual hero as opposed to just an on-screen one. Now, the guy they have playing Wonder Man, Yahya Abdul-Mateen, he is a damn fine actor. So I don't think he's going to be on the list of problems that this show could have. I don't know why they want to make Wonder Man consequential to the Avengers movies, unless they're somehow turning him into Molecule Man. I don't know. I guess Wonder Man does have juice in the comics, like he is reasonably powerful. But he also, let's face it, is a C tier character. He's not widely known by any stretch of the imagination. This, for me, falls under the I don't know why the fuck you guys made this, but I hope it's good category. Again, Phase 4 product dump, folks. This is another one. Like this one and Ironheart are the two I'm most worried about. Out of all the shit coming out from Marvel next year, those are the two I'm like, oh, why? Please be surprising like Agatha. That's my hopes for these two shows. Is please be surprisingly good. Because nothing I know about these shows right now is getting me anything like excited. Mortal Kombat 2 is in October and Predator Badlands is in November. Ooh. When does Alien Earth come out? I just saw a little blurb about that the other day, and that show looks fucking sick. Is that this year or is that next year? I must know. Now that we're talking about that. Now that we're more kind of on the sci-fi side of nerdy shit, which is fully legitimate. Just not so much, not dealt with a whole shit ton on this here particular channel. Fuck, oh yeah, Alien Earth. Yes, when do you come out? Oh, it serves as a prequel. Be set 2 years before the events of Alien. Interesting. It's going to be on FX. It says in August 24, a 16-second teaser of the series with a 2025 release date. Well, what? Oh, it just says 2025, was shown during select screenings of Alien Romulus. Okay. So, allegedly, we're going to get Alien Earth this year as well. So, that'll be cool. I love Alien stuff. I love Predator stuff. I enjoyed the first updated Mortal Kombat movie, although that wasn't widely accepted. I liked it. I don't know that I'll go see Mortal Kombat 2 in the theater. Just depends on stuff. But, I mean, I'll definitely watch it at some point for sure. Oh, for sure. For sure, for sure. Do 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 do. Okay. Nothing new there either. All right, so that is my fellow nerds. That's what's coming out. That is the buffet we are being served this year, the year of our Lord, 2025. And it all starts in 3 weeks, basically, because I'm not including Harley Quinn. Or 4 weeks, I'm sorry. 3.5. Avatar 3 in December? Alright, cool. Freaking Wiener's on the ball. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you. I'm most of the time I'm always good with an assist, especially when it's needed, and it was definitely needed, so thank you. Appreciate you. So that's our buffet, folks. 9 Marvel projects, a couple DC projects. Got Invincible. Got Andor. Got a lot of stuff this year. Most of it I'm actually looking forward to. And, well, most of it I'm at least positive on. I'll put it that way. Sometimes looking forward to is a little strong, but intrigued is still positive. So I'm positive on most of it. Which original Mortal Kombat film? You're talking the one that's the first one of which the one that's coming out this year is a sequel, or like the 90s one with all the fun music? Mortal Kombat. Talking about that one? That one's cheesy as fuck, but I love it. Delta Dan says, if this is too deep, just ignore me. Thoughts on the NOLA Las Vegas attacks? I'm going to lump a third thing in with that, and I'm going to bring up Aubrey Plaza's husband's suicide. And I'm going to throw all those events together and just say that the next time I hear anyone bagging on making sure you're keeping up with your mental health, I'm going to throat punch them. Because all three of these incidents relate to fucked up mental health. People don't do shit like that unless their mental health is fucking gone. So there's nothing wrong with getting help for when you're feeling fucked up. There's nothing unmanly about it. You're not weak. Getting help you need actually takes more strength than not. So, anyone who wants to bag on mental health being a thing, fuck you very much. I say that unequivocally. Fuck you. And also, to those freaks who instantly started putting out Aubrey Plaza's single memes, fuck you, dickless motherfuckers, too. You soulless, heartless pieces of shit. Fuck you, too, while I'm at it. That's what I got. Oh, you watched the 90s one? Cool. Last two films you watched were the original Hellraiser and Abigail. How was Abigail? That's the one with the little vampire girl, right? Where, like, people think they're kidnapping her, but really it's her vampire dad that paid them to kidnap her to get her to trap them with her so she can feed. Is that Abigail? Because I want to watch that one. Feel like some government shit. They're all from Bragg. Both. Oh yeah, they were both from Bragg, weren't they? I mean, wouldn't surprise me. I mean, look what they did in fucking. It's not like they never done some shit before like that before. See the Tuskegee experiments. Better than you expected, but that is the one. That is that one. The little vampire girl. Oh, please don't hurt me. Well, even if it's government shit, it's still they still fucked up their brains. Which means mental health is still fucking important. Wonder what that's streaming on. Yep, Vampire. Okay, cool. What is Abigail streaming on? I must know. Maybe I'll watch it after stream. Because I did want to see it. I'm kind of in the mood for a flick of that style. What are you streaming on, bitch? What are you streaming on? Oh. Ooh, is that on Prime? Shit, is my Prime active? Huh. Maybe, baby. Okay. I did want to watch that movie, though. Yeah. Well, it's not called Fort Bragg anymore. It's like Fort Freedom or some shit. I read that somewhere too. I think when I was reading an article about the Vegas guy, actually. So, yeah, it is vital. It's it can literally fuck up every aspect of your life. Bad mental health can. I speak from experience. Thankfully, it's never gotten as bad as it has for other people. But it's led to some very not pretty situations. I can tell you that. So, as you can see, when I get fired up, I have a little bit of anger issue. And that's just tip of the iceberg, baby. So, but yeah. How you guys feeling about the 2025 slate overall? Like I said, I feel like overall we're in for a good year. Are there going to be some bumps in the road, dips, however you want to put it? Probably. With this many projects, it's bound to fucking happen, right? I mean, that just makes sense. Yeah, I would say overall, out of all, when you take all these projects into consideration when they're coming out, I think overall we're going to be eating pretty good this year as nerds. I think we nerds are in for a pretty decent time this year. I think we're going to have some really big highs. I think we got potential for a couple low lows. But, shit. God damn it. Oh, the sudden back itch. Yeah, I think overall we're in for a pretty decent 2025. If nothing else, whether we're loving it, hating it, or anything in between, we are going to have a fuck ton to talk about, baby. Oh, yeah. Lots to talk about. Probably some watch parties around up in here. I would imagine there's going to be some more watch parties. And we've been having fun with yes, Stanley's. That's pretty much what that boils down to. It's like, I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. Yep. So, I mean, we all seem to be having fun with the watch parties I'm doing right now. I see no reason why I shouldn't continue them going forward, with, especially with all this shit. Jesus Christ, all this stuff. Now, I'm not going to be doing a watch party for every fucking thing. I ain't got that kind of time. And plus, I want to watch some of my, I don't want to be streaming all the time. I want to watch some of my friends stream, like Justin and Matt. But yeah, we're gonna be there's gonna be a lot of time spent in the basement, and I hope y'all want to spend it here with me too, because we got a lot. Got a lot. It's gonna be great, and I'm trying to hit 500 this year, folks. That is the goal. I want to be monetized by the end of the year. I have the watch hours. I only need 3,000. I've got over 3,300 last I checked. Let me see here. Which the time I checked before that I was over 3,200. Come on, bitch. Yeah, I got 3,300 watch hours right now. I only need 3,000 for the lower tier of the YouTube moolah. But I need 255 more subs. But I was only at 243, so thank you. Damn, let me scroll up. I don't want to be an asshole. Where's the one dude? You popped in from the tower, and I'm super grateful. God damn it. Brennan, I know you're one of the ones that hit the button, and I'm thinking maybe freaking Wiener's the other one. So thank you both for bumping me up to 245. I still need 255 more. And then I can do memberships and get supers. Abigail is a fun popcorn horror film with a predictable ending, but I enjoyed it. That is exactly what I want it to be. So I'll be happy with that, I think. I love me a good popcorn fucking horror flick. Especially when it's fairly predictable. And not like overtly scary, but like, you know, more gory. If it pays, he'll play. I mean, kinda. Kinda. But yeah, so that's the goal. I need 255 more subs so I can apply for this motherfucking thing. I need your guys' help. I need you to share shit out. I need you to tell your friends. I need to tell your family. I don't care if they ever fucking watch me. They just need to hit the goddamn sub button. That's all I need. I mean, if they want to watch, even better. They'll have a good time. But right now, I just need 255 more people to hit the goddamn sub button. Or, well, 255 more accounts to subscribe. And then I can apply and expand my ability to have fun and do stuff with y'all. All right, well, now I got to DM Matt, that motherfucker. Anyway. So you guys got anything? I hereby officially conclude my preview. But if you guys got stuff you want to talk about, of course, I would love to hang here and talk with you. Terrifier 3 was a super good horror film. I've heard a lot, like the people that like the Terrifier movies fucking love that movie. So I'm intrigued. I've watched the first one. Ow. I've watched the first Terrifier. I have yet to see Terrifier 2, and obviously I hadn't watched 3 either. But I enjoyed the first one. I thought it was pretty cool. Took me a second to figure out the timing of it, but I thought it was pretty cool. So, but I still need to watch the second one, and then I'll watch the third one. What's that meme of Art the Clown? Looks a little something like that. You've been trying to go to bed earlier these days? Nothing wrong with that. Sleep's important. Del Dan says, I know I said this, but I had my wife like your account. Haha, my kids ain't got accounts yet. Okay, well, I appreciate that anyway. Pass my things along to your wife for, you know, letting you do that. Unless she doesn't know, and in which case, thank you. Only, as opposed to both of you. You liked all the Terrifier films, Brooke? They all were great? Good. Like I said, I've heard good things about them from people who love the slasher genre, which this is a part of, or Terrifier is a part of. They fucking love them. And like I said, I enjoyed the first Terrifier, so I just haven't quite gotten around to being in the mood for that. Just like to wake up earlier, feels like I can get more out of the day. I mean, that's valid. I just love... I don't know what it... Like, my clock is not shifted towards being up early allows me to get more done. My clock is shifted towards being up later allows me to... I don't know if it allows me to get more done, but allows me more time for whatever. You know what I mean? David says, set their accounts up and subscribe for them. I mean, yeah. And would I prefer to be actually literally 255 more individuals? Yes. But, you know, that's just a preference. She doesn't? Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Well, thank you then, sir. I appreciate that. Oh, it's fucking magnificent. That's what that is. That is magnificent. Ah, shit. Oh, that's funny. I appreciate that a lot, though. I appreciate all y'all just for hanging. Like, y'all are the bomb. I know how precious time is. I realize that more and more the older I get. I'm going to be fucking 50 this year, folks. That's not the only thing happening. Zombies ain't the only thing happening in October. I hit a half century on this fucking planet in October. Jesus Christ. Oh, shit. Yeah, no, you're right on that one. No, protect them little girls, bro. Protect them. Fuck the internet. They don't need the internet. Except for school. They only need the educational parts of the internet. Be getting up in about 3 hours. Yeah, dude, get some rest, man. And you too, Stanleys, if you haven't crashed out yet. I know both you Brits are over there like, why does he have to come on so, why does he have to come on so bloody fucking late? Damn this man. So yeah, both y'all go to fucking bed. Maybe 18, he says. I mean, some people would view that as a very old school mentality. They might not be wrong. But it also might not be wrong to restrict them to that till they're fucking adults anyway, you know? Two things can be true at the same time. An idea can be old school, but also still a good idea. So there's that. You'll be 40 in 3 months? Oh, okay. All right, so I got 9.5 years on you. Yeah, at night, Stanley's. Just you remember that, son. I got 9.5 years on you, boy. You better respect it. Rick says, I only use Twitter for news and other social media just to communicate with friends. I mean, yeah, that's primarily what I use Twitter for, is news. And then, you know, occasionally I also have to shit on stupid people. It's just kind of the way the world works. Oh, okay. It's just a really quiet intro. Thought my music stopped. In Australia, it's illegal to have social media until 16. Yeah, they just passed that. Like, what, a month ago? Something like that? I don't know how they plan on enforcing that shit, but I'm all for it. Here, David says, I'm past 50, so I'm up for the loo every few hours. I mean, yeah. I'm not at every few hours yet, but I'm definitely good for one a night after I go to bed, for the most part. Sometimes no, but yeah. I'm getting there, David. I'm fucking getting there, bruh. Rick says, I'll be 27 this year. Crazy, I'll be 30 before you know it. I do remember that transition. It was way quicker than I appreciated. And then, trust me, it only gets worse from there. It only goes faster from there. Like, I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer, but aging fucking blows, right? I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm going to be real. Aging sucks. It literally hurts. Literally. It hurts your body. Your body hurts more. On the other hand, on the plus side, though, if you're paying attention to things, you never stop learning. Your perspective never stops changing. You never stop. You will continue to grow. You will continue to learn. You will continue to incorporate information and adjust your viewpoint based on it. And that part's cool. The rest of it fucking blows, though. Hope to make the best out of your 30s. I would advise that, because that's what I thought I was going to do, and then I didn't, and I really, really, really wish I did. So, yeah. Do that for realsies. Don't just think about doing it. Yeah. People used to say the 20s are the best years of your life. I say that's the case if you're super rich. I mean, that does help. I would say I don't know. It just depends on how you define best. I would say probably my most social aspect of my life, where I was, out and about having the fun, was probably my mid to late 20s to my mid to late 30s. Good 10 years between 25 and 35 or so. Yeah, I was still pretty much doing damage until my mid 30s. It's slowed down quite a bit since then. And really, it's not the partying ain't the problem, although I do tire much more easily than I used to. It's the recovery. That's the bitch. The recovery is the bitch when you get older. The partying ain't the problem. It's the after effects that suck. Way more than they used to. Stretching and listening to my shoulders crack. Ugh. Oh no. Toddlers have the most energy. I know because I see my grandson all the time. And he has two modes, go and stop. And that go mode he's like a little Energizer bunny, that little fucker. Yeah. All right. You guys got anything else? Because if not, I'm going to get the fuck on out of here. Go chillax. Maybe I'll watch Abigail. Maybe I'll play baseball on my phone. Who the fuck knows? But, my planned talking points have expired. And I feel like this stream is about to expire. So one last chance, chat. Have you a subject you wish to discuss? Because if not, I'm getting the fuck out of this motherfucker. As they say these days, the kids. Yeah, I'm not sure about any of that. Anyway. All right. Late teens, early 20s when you have women, beer, and health. Well, for me, the women, the beer, and the health pretty much lasted into my 30s. Yeah. All right. By the way, aren't you supposed to be in bed, David? Jesus Christ. You're a fucking masochist. All right, y'all. I've had a lot of fun previewing this upcoming year in the nerdiness with you guys. I think we're in for a pretty decent year. I can tell you we're in for a lot of time here in the basement, that's for sure, because we're going to have a ton to talk about, a ton to evaluate, a ton to speculate on. Rumors, news, reviews, watch parties. We're doing it all in the basement this year, folks. So get ready to have, what? What I do? What I say? Oh, you're tired too? Okay. Yeah. So, be prepared. Wednesdays and Saturdays are going to be just crazy. Lots to talk about again, lots to speculate about. News, rumors, scoops, blah, 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 blah. All that fun shizzle. We're going to definitely be doing some more watch parties because 6 of the Marvel offerings are on TV. 3 live action, 3 animated. So, We'll either be watching it or we'll be talking about it. For some projects, it'll be both. So lots of nerdy goodness to look forward to. Lots of fun times to be had here in the basement. I am very stoked for this year. You guys are the best. You're a dope community. I'm glad that we all seem to be pretty tight-knit. We all love hanging out with each other, not just here, but in other chats and channels and towers and stuff. We got a pretty dope thing going on, and I'm very glad that you have all chosen to be a part of it here in the basement. So thank you. Thank you for hanging. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for hitting the likes. Thank you for hitting the subscribe. Thank you for hitting the bell. Hit all that shit if you haven't. Thank you for leaving comments if you're watching on the replay. You know, I've decided over this stream, no phones for girls until 16. Oh, I mean, can't say as I blame you. I'm not sure if I should be, like, insulted or congratulated for that, but cool. But yeah, so thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. Next week, no more holidays, back to regular schedule. Tuesday night watch party for Skeleton Crew. Wednesday night stream. I'm pretty sure Justin's going to be in on that one. I think I'm going to be hopping on with Ned at 7:30 to talk about the Skeleton Crew. But yeah, normal Wednesday night stream at 9. Thursday night watch party for the Creature Commandos. That's the season finale, so that'll be the last watch party on Thursday for a while at least. A couple, 3 weeks, depending on when shit comes out and when I got time to watch it and when, you know, blah, 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 all that. You know what I'm saying. And then next Saturday as usual too. So, that's what we're going to be doing going forward here. Streams, watch parties, lots of chit-chatting, lots of news reporting, lots of speculating, lots of rumor talking. All the goods right here in the basement for you. So, thank you for being here. Much love. And we'll see you Tuesday night. Hopefully, for a Skeleton Crew watch party. Much love, y'all. Oh, yeah. Fun stream, y'all. I actually came out of this stream a bit more positive on the year than I thought I would, believe it or not. I mean, I was already confident in what I liked. But until we started talking about it, didn't realize, like, the level of positivity I could achieve about other projects that I am frankly still suspicious of, but really they owe a lot to Agatha for me to see the potential in them, honestly. So I think we're in for some overall good times, folks. And we're going to have a fair chunk of them good times right here in the basement. So thank you all for coming out. Not just this time, but anytime you do. Thank you for being a part of this community. Just thank you for being awesome, folks. So have a safe rest of your weekend. See you here Tuesday night for the Skeleton Crew, a watch party. But until then, remember this one thing. Wherever you're at, and whoever you're with, always keep it nerdy. Much love, everybody. Thanks for being here. Peace!